Welcome, 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 everyone. I am Kira, as you are, and I want to welcome you all. And hey, if you're here right now, I want to invite you into that live chat to start saying hello to each other. And I want to offer to you my deepest blessing. I love you. I am so honored to be here with you in this moment. And thank you for taking the time to be here. Tonight is a really special evening, and there's so much that I'm going to be sharing. And the first thing is I just want to welcome you to this September equinox triple goddess emergence. It's incredible. It is the moment. It is the age of the Tricero Idad. And these three ages of our ascended conscious awareness are what I am so excited to share with you this evening as we birth into 2026. And yes, I am going to be reading for you some of the most incredible revelations about the moments ahead. And so what else are we going to be doing this evening? Well, here at the Pyramid of Peace in our beautiful 12 Hummingbirds retreat in Ecuador, tonight, you and I, all of us collectively, will be really diving into this, what I really like to refer to as the secret power of the collective consciousness. It's that recognition that beyond a group think mentality, there is a collective consciousness that's emerging, that's coming together right now. And that's why I felt really called to be here in this incredible geometric miracle on this planet, right in the heart of the world in Ecuador with you tonight. Because in order to do what we're getting ready to do in 2026, I'm going to take you back a few years. I'm going to invite you right now to start thinking back to 2024, which was a momentous year, because all of this started then. We have been on a journey, and this journey collectively has been for each of us individually and as a group and beyond, but is for us to alchemize our darkness. Now consider that. What does that mean? How can we alchemize our darkness? Well, this is a journey we've been on. It's this journey of alchemizing our darkness back into our true essence, to let go of fear. And we're gonna dive into that deeply this evening, and then we're gonna look at how all of that interfaces, because we are living in the moment of the interface, which I'm going to talk just a moment about, but how all of that interfaces with 2026. And I'm going to show you the visual art. And we're going to be in this moment of preparation. And this is why I had to come to you today live. And for those of you that are here live, I hope you're chatting away. I love you so deeply. And I'm going to be looking at the chat in just a moment. But today, September 20th, 2025, I turn 65. And I celebrate that moment. I cherish that moment. And I am so grateful and humbled to still be standing here with you during this moment. For many of you, I have shared birthdays with you since I was 41 years old. And I know some of you are here tonight. And those of you that have been around for the past 23 years, make sure you're getting into that chat. And if you're seeing this post our live event, make sure you're putting in those comments. Tell me about your journey over the past 22 years. Because in this moment right now, this is more than a celebration. This is more than just the fact that my Tricero Adad moment has arrived, of which I truly am grateful. Did arrive differently than I would have expected? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, in every way. How about you? Tonight, we're going to talk about these ages, these three ages of our ascended conscious awareness, and how everything that has been happening in this potentiality and that co-created essence that we are all coming together with right now, how all of that is giving us the gift to prepare and to navigate through the emergence of this coming September equinox, which is why we had to meet today. This is why this needed to be out there today. Whether you're getting it live or not, we needed this time stamped into this potentiality right now. So in this moment, thank you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for saying yes to this planet, for this experience, and for all that you are. It makes my heart sing with joy. And I am so honored and happy to be here with you, because as we come together this evening, I had been trying all day. So here's the truth, guys. I guess this is how you know I'm turning 65. But I've been working with this brand new OBS software all day long. And as I was coming on to you this evening, something was not working. And so I'm coming in direct through YouTube. And because of that, all of the beautiful things that I had to show you are not going to be able to be displayed tonight. And here's the good news about that is that right before it went to 8 o'clock here, it's 8 o'clock where we are in Ecuador, I clearly heard, you need to hear this, that you need to relax and invite yourself to receive this ensoulment. And that is why none of the other visuals are coming to you tonight, except I wanted to give you a quick tour of the pyramid. So right now I want you to just relax and look at this. This is great. And oh, I should show you this. Look at this. My cat Merlin just decided to get on the couch. There's Merlin, our cat. And Merlin is 9 years old and came with the house. Yeah, kind of cool, right? And here we go. Just kind of flipping around. You can see, I'm going to get out of the way. We have the Buddha corner here, which is our universal spirituality corner. And every corner in this pyramid honors. And this is the indigenous corner. This is also the corner that holds the energy of wisdom teacher Sri Ram Ka, who was the architect of this incredible miracle structure. And as we're coming around right here, you can see this is the north exit. And if you walk up those beautiful steps, you see those steps? Woo, my finger's having a hard time. Those steps, anyway, those steps. That takes you up to the labyrinth where we have the double spiral labyrinth. Coming around to the Padre Pio corner, right there, the corner of miracles. And I'm just inviting you to breathe all of this in this evening. And once again, seeing our cat Merlin saying, I will enjoy the couch very much. Coming back around to the Maria and straight out from the pyramid, gazing out into the valley, which is a really beautiful view. And so I would invite you right now to go ahead and relax into the knowing that as we come together in sincerity, love, and presence, as we come together in this moment, yes, there is a lot happening on the planet right now that is very scary, that is trying to take you away, that is doing everything it can to stop you. And remember that when people are afraid, they will give away their power. So if you are living in a planetary thought body of fear, then the game is rigged for you to give away your power, which is the gift of why you are here right now, why we are together right now. Because you remember, you're waking up. Whatever brought you here right now, you are in a space where everyone here understands you, where you know that you are not alone, you are not crazy, you're simply expanding, right? That's why years ago, I put these on my arms. I am Emergence, because I knew that something inside of me had activated that I just had to say yes to and let it expand and emerge and see and grow. We are collectively emerging right now. We are at the moment of collective emergence right now. And in our moment of collective emergence, because everything is emerging, and I want you to consider that like a seed coming up out of the ground. So you have this incredible seed coming up out of the ground, and as that seed comes up, all this other soil is falling away. All these other things are just falling away, falling away, falling away, falling away. So if everything is emerging, then seemingly everything is falling apart. So if you're at home worried, if you're sitting down saying, I don't know what to do, why everything's going crazy, I'm sad, what can I do? I'm angry, whatever you're feeling, this is preparation for 2026. I'm angry, whatever you're feeling, this is preparation for 2026. And this is, we're in the energy right now. Again, this is why we had to come together right now. Remember, we have these 3 incredible supermoons, right? We have this energy that is just coming forward amongst all of us. And those super moons that are coming after the full moon eclipse, October 6, November 5, December 4, right? These moments are like bells. It's like boom, boom, right? Big, big, huge bells, boom. And what we're saying is, I am here. I am ready. I like to think about it like I'm, getting ready, right? I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. It is the relaxation into the knowing that we are at that interface moment. And I've been talking about this a lot. And if you're just catching up with me and you're not sure what the interface moment is, please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And then be a channel if you have not already. And then be a regular listener. Tune in to Expanding Consciousness, the consciousness library that every Tuesday comes out with a new episode, because we're talking right now, we're establishing a library of consciousness, because we are all right now at a moment where your own sense of being, right, the who that you are, I call it the borderlands of sanity. My vision of the borderlands of sanity, my void, is I'm out there and I'm on this beautiful, beautiful dragon-esque horse, but it's the middle of it's endless nothing. It's just vast. And so I call that the borderlands of sanity, because you already have the transportation. You know your way through it. It's where your own sense, your unique sense of being, is staring you in the face. It's staring you in the face with that which you have known to be true. And simultaneously, and this is happening individually, collectively, universally, because simultaneously, while that which is seeking to stop your evolution starts appearing real, where your own sense of being is staring in the face that which you know to be true, while that which is seeking to stop you is trying to appear as real. And this is why the knowing of trust and love as the same energy is a powerful gift of our emergence. Trust and love. One coin, two sides. Doesn't matter which way it lands, it's the same coin. When we trust, we can love. And when we love, we trust. And when we can no longer trust, we cut off the love. And so imagine what happens when we're living right now in an experience that's trying to get you to cut off your trust, to dampen your love, to take your fear so that you'll give away your power. Consider that for a moment. And so before I go any further, I want to, I don't know if any of you know, I know a lot of you do know that I have been a columnist. I've been a columnist every month for the past 22 years for the Sedona Journal of Predictions. And we just finished the putting together, compiling the New Year's issues, which is a double issue that always goes out every year. And this year, one of the things that was really compelling to me was that for the first time ever, how would you know that everyone writing in that magazine is really writing for that magazine and not just using AI? And would you want to know that? And so I wrote a preface for this year's article, and I want to read it to you right now. It's very short. It's just a couple sentences, but I'm reading it to you because I feel the need to declare that I am as real as they come, and that every word that comes out of me is not scripted. It is trusted because of the depth of love that I have been so honored to be with, and continues to flow through that which I am. And so I just want to ask you to bring a hand to your heart for a moment as I offer this to you for this evening as well, and really as part of my own declaration as I step into my Tricero edad. So from my heart to yours, as a preface to this revelatory sharing for 2026 from the unified field, I was compelled to include this brief opening. Simply reassurance, my heart to your heart, that every word, energy, sensation that you may notice during your engagement with this sharing is 100% through my human self, without any contributions from the world of AI, and bringing my hand to my heart. May your heart receive that I am Kira, as you are. And let's take in a deep Ave Sa breath on that. And I thank you for that. So let's really come together and breathe and feel that. And as we do, I want to talk to you a little bit about the 3 ages of consciousness that are emerging right now. That's what this triple goddess equinox is about. It's this emergence of the 3 ages. And in this realm, in this potentiality for 2026 right now, that emergence is happening in the rising balance of the feminine and the masculine. So you have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rising balanced energy. And in that, this triple goddess is rising in this equinox right now, carrying the essence. Remember, we're journeying in, right? We've been integrating all this other energy. So it's carrying the essence of these 3 ages. So what are the 3 ages? What is coming forward? And I really, with all my heart and soul, encourage you, please stay current with Expanding Consciousness, my podcast every week, because the next 4 weeks is the deep dive into what I'm sharing right now. And so the 3 ages begin with the Primero, the first age. And consider it, let's just first look at it. If we look at the wheel of consciousness itself, if we look at the template of consciousness, because this is what's emerging right now for 2026, is that the first age is a taking age. It's a me age. Consider it in the energy of the physical. If you're born as a baby, you have needs and you are dependent on others for those needs. Thereby, you become extremely aware and say, okay, in this first age of having a body of form, in this first age of being, I'm taking, I'm absorbing, I'm learning. I'm in the age of awareness. Awareness. But in so doing, you're absorbing, you're learning, and it's frequently very, very in the emotional genres when we first begin. And so that first phase, that primero edad, and right now I'm just wanting you to think about it in the linear form of like a physical life, because it overlays in all the other forms of consciousness. But just in physical life, that primero edad is from birth to right around your late 20s, early 30s. And it's not a hard number. It gets harder as we get older, which is very interesting. But in that moment, 27 to 32, often it's a bridge time for people. And during that bridge time, we move from the awareness, from that taking, receiving, absorbing, learning, oh my God, wow, me. We move into this phase where we're suddenly experiencing. So you're in that active phase of experience. So now all those things that came in during that period of your life, from the period of roughly 32 to 65 is where that number gets kind of hard. It's pretty hard at 65, but it can be fluid. That time is that active experience. It's out there actively experiencing, knowing through all the things that you have gathered, through that primero, through that first energy. It's gathering. And then we move into this time where we start saying, okay, I'm going to be active, right? I'm going to be active. I'm going to be active and move my camera just a little bit. There we go. So when we're active and when we're moving that, let's see. Yeah, I wanted you guys to have a better view. There we are. Okay. So when we're active, when we're saying, okay, I'm going to be out there and I'm going to be putting back into use everything, and I mean everything that I have absorbed, whether you're conscious of it or not is irrelevant. But that second life, that life of experience, is the one that brings you to that moment of transcendence. And so what is that moment of transcendence? Well, it's what's known as the third life. And today, turning 65, witnessing humanity heading into many different experiences of the third lives, felt like an appropriate day to really begin to share this information more, to be able to help us all to navigate this moment. Because in that third life, in that Tricero Adad, it's where we're given the choice, right? Because we have this awareness, we have this experience, but in the Tricero Idad, we get choice. What do you choose to do? And how take a seat and give back? Can we bring that circle? Can we take that line that says it has to look like this? And can we take both of those lines at the ends there and bring it together and, maybe make a circle and wear it as a bracelet, wear it as a necklace, and just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give back. I'm going to turn this into a circle. I'm going to activate my eternal presence. I'm going to reverse age. I'm going to stay fit. I'm going to be vital. I'm going to remember that all those years from 0 to 65 are just to get you to the moment where we're even ready to absolutely comprehend the vastness. Many of you have known me. You've been with me over the past 23 years. I've watched your children have children, which makes me feel wonderful. And oh my gosh. And today I was able to sit on the phone with my granddaughter and my daughter. And to see my daughter in my granddaughter was a beautiful gift as well. And I thought about the Tricero Adad, the three ages. There we were today on the phone, the three goddesses in my family. And it is so important to remember that when we arrive into that moment of wisdom, to look at everything that came forward from that, to remember that large mosaic, when you gaze at that beautiful mosaic, come up here and sit up on a mountain with me and we'll gaze at this beautiful mosaic, right? Just imagine the world as a mosaic. But then remembering that if you run up into the front of it, what happens? You might see that nasty little piece. But all those pieces have to be there. So you are here right now because in the essence of what's coming forward, and I want you to write this down right now because tonight you're going to be able to, I believe it drops at midnight tonight if you're watching this live, go to my website, IamKira.net, and you will be able to get your copy of the full 2026 predictions, which I am going to be giving you some of right now, and the visual art. Because you're being prepared. You're being prepared because humanity, awareness, experience, choice, the three ages, the three lives. Humanity, whoops, I'm going to step up here again. Humanity is saying, what are we willing to do, right? What are we willing to do to continue? And how do we want to be? And 2026 is bringing that forward for us. So I want to invite you right now, bring your hands to your heart. And I'm going to read for you the beginning of the predictions that are coming in, because it is important to understand that we are alchemizing our very nature. And that is why I have 4 shows coming up over the next month. There are 4 shows every Tuesday. Be there, the podcast. This is something that is really a moment of saying, you know what? I'm going to get a journal. I'm going to get a pen. I'm going to make some notes. I'm going to start learning a little more. I'm going to go beyond the fanfare of that which is commonly found throughout many. And I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to go into the template of consciousness itself. And I promise you the next time we come together, I will be able to show you all of the slides that go with this. And I love that you're trusting yourself right now. So bringing your hands to your heart, I want to invite you to just relax, maybe close your eyes and just, exhale. There you are. Yeah, let yourself relax even more. And so let me share with you, and these are the revelations through the ascended realms for us all for 2026. Welcome all to the linear moment of 2026. This is a momentous knowing as the alchemy of the new era begins to This is a momentous knowing as the alchemy of the new era begins to spin with the geometries that are reminding all of the inherent true essence within. To remember that we are creation ever creating, the living essence of informed awareness that cycles through the infinite experience and choice. Awareness, experience, and choice. The essence of reclamation of consciousness expanding through this field of emergence. Really take a moment and breathe that in. Because I know that can be a lot. And it can be like, Kara, what are you talking about? I'm going to read you a few more paragraphs because I want you to just feel this. And remember, you can go to my website, iamkara.net, and grab this entire sharing. And I want you to, and I want grab it as the totality of the text, absorb it, read it line by line. But I just want to give you a few more pieces of it because this tells you why the three incredible ages of our conscious awareness are so important. This year, 2026, will have 4 seasons that are not tied to the seasons of this linear calendar. And this is all in this predictive energy. So let's continue. The essence of reclamation of consciousness expanding through this field of emergence. This is an astounding accomplishment as part of the collective expansion of consciousness itself. Really breathe that in. And then smile as you relax your breath into the depth of divine connection that is yours to reclaim. To fully apprehend the peace that seemingly passeth all understanding. Just really feel that. 2026 is a year of conscious experience that will anchor, and it's going to be an anchor, a very vast cosmic shift that began on August 8th, 2025. Now, remember, on August 8th, 2025, that's when the new alchemies came forward. That's when the 500 cycles, the 5 cycles of the 100-year overlap came in. That's when the creation of creation itself entered through the portal. And that emerging portal is expanding everything. And it doesn't matter if you believe in it, everything's expanding rapidly. It's just happening like this. It's like what is happening every day. It's like, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah. So turn that into the creation you are ready to receive and live, right? You have control over this. You are not the victim. There is no need for a rescuer. There is no need for an abuser. Victim, rescuer, abuser, transcend it. Become the teacher. Become the healer. Become the mentor. That's the Tricero Adad. To be the teacher, healer, mentor beyond the fear, the doubt, and the hesitancy. Because this emerging portal is expanding everything. And through that emergence, it may seem, and again, it may seem or feel as if everything is falling apart. Remember, it's not. Nothing is falling apart. What's happening is that we are simply being gifted with the rare moment to see beyond the perceptions. I mean, to really lift the veil. Imagine that. To really lift the veil that would seek to hide our unity consciousness. This is that moment to support your own unique yoga of self-ascension as a spiritual pathway beyond the limitations of the ego and the dogma, as that celebration of trust and love. So just breathe that in. How does that feel? Right? A celebration of trust and love. Imagine that the year ahead is a celebration of trust and love. So I want to remind you of one other thing, because I earlier mentioned this started in 2024, and I was inviting you to go back 2 years ago. Where were you on New Year's Eve? What was 2020? I mean, where were you? What happened in 2024? How was it for you? Because here's what's so important about 2024 is that the alchemies that first activated the Tria Prima. Now, what is the Tria Prima? Remember, mercury, sulfur, salt. It's those base elements of everything that creates here, okay? So the alchemies that first activated that tree of Prima into a new phase of molecular structure that is also accelerating particle physics, and you're starting to see that as well, right? All began in 2024. So that was really the dawning of this new era that is birthing now, right now. We are at that moment, the moment where human and its technological creations begin to create again, right? The tree of Prima, the human, its technological creations coming together, creating again. It's a whole new tree of Prima. And so the blend of all of this is what is calling forward the darkest of the dark to be, and also to see and unify within the lightest of the light. Do I still have your attention? I hope so. Because this is that moment. This is the moment where opposites are going to come together, where the harmonic balance is going to be found. You know, I am so happy for those of you. I want to just take a moment and again, thank you for being here. But for those of you that are here, thank you for inviting me to share my birthday with you. Thank you for inviting me to have been part of your journey, whether it's the first time or whether it's been many, many times. What I know is that we are at this moment of consciousness. Humanity is stepping into its moment of experience in 2026. Right now, 2025 is a year of conscious awareness. It's a Primero Edad. So what is the energy of a Primero Edad, right? A year of this, take. So this has been a year of like, wow, take. That's what it's going to feel like, because that's that, oh my gosh moment. But 2026 is going to be the active year of experience, the active year of experience. What has been the blessing of 2025? What has come in around you? What has shifted in your life for the better? And what do you know it's time to say goodbye to? Are you ready to look in the mirror and smile? What in me invited this to be? To own what in me invited this to be? Because I know I am. I know the template of consciousness. I know the three phases. I have earned my right to sit at the council, and I know that. And what I know is that all of us collectively are getting ready to step into a year of experience that is going to be active. And that right now, these next 3 months are infusion explosion that's happening on the equinox right now. And that through that, all of us are stepping into a new era. And in 2027, we will stand at the threshold of our ultimate choice. So the question is, what do you want to do? What are you enjoying? Let me know. Talk about it. Chat with each other. Support each other. Get to IamKira.net. Get all of the transmissions that have come through so far, because there's a lot of them. Make sure you're there every time we gather for a Transformational Tuesday to come together and collectively really move this conscious awareness even further. I am as you are. I have been through it all. I have had it all taken so many times that it's just okay. But what I know, what I honestly know, is that trust and love are the same thing. And that the more that I trust love, the more that love trusts me. And the more that we can gather in love, the more that we can come together, the more that we can bring ourselves here, the faster we are healing into that wholeness. 3 phases. Tricero, Adad. Primero is that phase of awareness. I'm gathering, I'm taking, I'm absorbing. Segundo, experience. I'm active. All that energy. So consider that if 2025 is our year of awareness, it's been a take, gather, prepare, right? Imagine how all that energy is going to express itself in 2026. You are ready to actively have the experience of your best life. It's yours to command. Just relax out of victim, abuser, rescuer. Let go of the fear that seeks to control you and invite the trust that illuminates that into teacher, mentor, healer. Imagine I am as you are. It goes back to the benevolent ones. To imagine a world with which every breath and with every moment, you only see the highest potential in all that you meet. To hold that as true while they may connect with you, so that your mere presence is that which begins the healing process. This is the value of holding your conscious awareness. This is why the template of consciousness is important to understand. And this is why I stand before you with the deepest of bows. And I thank you for welcoming me into my Tricero Adad. I am honored to step into the next 60 years. Because remember, this body of form is absolutely capable of a 120-year form. Absolutely. And so if we can each rise into these phases and carry all that wisdom of the first 65 and hone that and move forward with that and stay strong with that, imagine the blessing and the gift of being with those in their Primero and Segundo in the physical world. But then to know that we are constantly all waving through all of it as we move through the wheel of the temple of consciousness. There is your emotional awareness experience choice, your mental awareness experience choice, your spiritual awareness experience choice. There is the center of consciousness itself witnessing the awareness experience choice. We are capable right now of ninth dimensional capacities. To arrive again as the witness, that ninth dimensional witness, seventh dimensional witnessing of the fifth dimensional witnesser of the third dimensional witness. To truly evolve is the essence of the perennial philosophies. To remember who we are while we are carrying this body of form beyond the doubt. 2026 is giving us that opportunity. And I am so honored to have this time with you tonight. And for those of you in the chat, thank you. I'm watching you. I'm loving you. I love your hearts. Thank you for being here live. And for those of you that are catching this afterwards, thank you. Get to IamKira.net, get the full 2026 predictions, all of the visual graphics, and tune into Expanding Consciousness every Tuesday. I have a lot more to bring with you, including knowing how to use OBS next time. All right, everybody. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. And thank you for sharing my birthday with me. I am so honored to be here with you right now. Many blessings, everybody. Good night.